Peace and blessings, everybody. It's Friday, December the 7th, the year 2018. Philip Zodi Hades turned himself into prison for helping a Christian lady protect herself against a lesbian. And it's just a terrible, terrible atrocity of justice. It's really getting hard to report on these stories. It's just getting so out of hand. We really are in a war, and they are incarcerating Christians all around us, but most people either don't see it or don't care. We're also losing freedom of speech. I hope you get a chance to watch a movie called Free Speech Apocalypse. Just today, YouTube sends me another message. This is one of many, where they have memory hold another video that I uploaded about 5 years ago, just shy of 5 years ago. And it's a video about the Holocaust. It was put out by David Duke, and it simply asks questions. Well, before I get into YouTube putting another video, you guys don't understand how dangerous it is to try to force people under the penalty of law and under the threat of violence not to talk about things. You don't quite understand the blowback that that's going to have, and it's obvious that the people that are running society, the ruling class, the elite, they just don't quite have a good head on their shoulders. Just this week, Tim Cook, who's openly gay, which means he either gets down on his knees or bends over, possibly both. When my dad was alive, my dad thought that people just didn't quite understand what homosexuals did. He always kept saying, don't people know what those people do? And it's just insanity. But Tim Cook, who's the CEO of Apple, came out and said that he is not going to allow his platform, one of the most popular platforms in all of America, the iPhone, iTunes, to be a platform for hate speech or violent conspiracy theorists. Therefore, that's one of the reasons why he bans Alex Jones and people that want to question the establishment. And they're doing it under the guise of, putting out hate speech or protecting the Jews, anti-Semitism, which is code word for anti-white. I mean, there's so many arguments here that we could go into detail on, but I'm trying to stay focused on the prisoners. But you can see that Tim Cook is using his position in society as the CEO of Apple to push his homosexual political beliefs on the rest of the society. And people that are not financially, successful in modern society terms, if you're not rich and powerful, you are not able to push your views. And that's a very, very dangerous place that society is moving in. The book 1984 was written about such things, and I don't think Tim Cook understands the blowback of him trying to force his homosexual and religious and political beliefs on everybody else. But if you go back to this is one of many times where YouTube has thrown another video into the memory hole trash bin. It says a video, and I put an inquiry mirror, but it's actually a Holocaust inquiry, was flagged to us by the YouTube community. Upon review, let me just put that let me put that in context. The red flag law, where they killed a guy by the name of Gregory Miller, I believe, one of his in-laws felt in danger because Gregory Miller had guns. Can I just confirm that it really was Gregory Miller? Give me just a second. Because I could be remembering the name. Red flag law, Greg Miller. Yeah. No, I don't know. Red flag law, murder. Hold on, just give me a second. Yeah, here we go. I feel like I've got the guy's name wrong. Anna Arundel was a female police chief. Gary Willis. Sorry, I knew I had the name wrong. We need to remember this guy's name because he was murdered by the cops under the red flag law. His name was Gary Willis. Anyway, they went and murdered him without due process. And so here's the deal. A red flag law is where anybody in your community can say, I don't feel safe with this guy owning a gun. And because I don't feel safe, I want you to go take his guns away. Now, any judge who feels the same way, who just believes that there's no trial, there's no jury, there's no courtroom, you know, there's simply a judge who says, yeah, I believe you. I believe this guy is a danger, so I'm going to put an order together, and the policemen are going to show up at his house at 5 o'clock, and if he doesn't turn over his guns, just kill him. And the female police chief, she'll say, well, this is evidence that we need more red flag laws because he didn't give up his guns and we had to murder him. Now, this YouTube thing is exactly the same thing. Anybody in society can say they don't like Rudy's videos. They feel that my videos are a threat to them. And so they're going to flag my video and report me, just like it says. They were flagged to us by the YouTube community. That's their code word for saying, we don't like you and what you got to say. And then they go on to say, we believe in the principles of free speech, even when that speech is unpopular. In the book 1984, that's called double speak. It's called we're going to say one thing and do absolutely the opposite. So they took down my video. This was it. And they make it incredibly difficult to find, search for, and it does appear to play. But it's 2.5 hours long, and they don't want this video to be seen. Now, you may agree or disagree with David Duke, but you should be fighting to allow David Duke to have an opinion and to voice his opinion, even if you want to ridicule his opinion, even if you want to counter-argument his opinion. But to take his platform away and to say he's not allowed to even have a platform like they did to Alex Jones. They're taking my videos down. This is just one of many. I know I'm a much smaller fish, but even people I dislike and loathe, I don't try to shut them up by trying to silence them. You win the argument with a counter-argument, not by becoming wealthy through filthy lucre like Tim Cook has done with his homosexual agenda and trying to take away everybody's platform. It's absolutely going to blow back on them, and it's not the right thing to do. So anyway, I've said enough. It's just, if you get a chance, watch a movie called Free Speech Apocalypse. We really are living in a very wicked time, and the people at the top, the ruling class, need to have punishment. They need to have justice. Take care. God bless.